Well, 1-0 out for revenge then. I hope he comes up with some new solutions. He really looked a bit outmatched in... Was it Yumiko Arena? I think it was. It was Yumiko Arena, right? In the lower bracket. This was different maps. Way different maps that was. We're back to the standard now. Unlike in the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup and in Ren Cup, where we still have the maps of the Yumiko Arena that everybody loved. 1-0 commented on this a little bit after their match. Like, if I go creeping myself, I will fall behind. If I harass, there might be a chance to get something, if I remember this correctly. We creep as in timer mode, I guess, with DK, skeletons, acolyte even. And this is a very unusual camp to take. It's a very big one as well. Happy, don't tell me he scouts this. No, he's not. He might hear it. He might feel it in his bones. Oh, this takes forever. Is it worth it? It's not level 2. It's close to level 2. Ghoul pulled by, like a pull by Happy to go for the mercenary camp early. That's nice and new. I don't think we're doing this usually, are we? And that on, like when mercenary camps are a little bit on a downtrend. Damn, that's hot. Can 1-0 do something about it? I don't think so.
Less than 3 THX for awesome stream.
Ouch,
as
ouch,
always.
ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, he wanted this one kill, right? One skeleton, one something. Thank you, Metzger, for the support.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this is an insane camp for Happy. Okay, he knew that 1-0 wouldn't harass him. That he goes creeping at the moment with DK. And then he goes green into mercenary camp. Wow. That is punishable. That is greedy. But it didn't get punished. And the greed was rewarded with a super fast level 3. And everybody who saw a Happy game in the past couple of years knows how much momentum he gets with that Lich level 3. We'd love to see boots. He got the gold. The tech is running. Oh my god. Happy is a beast, boys. Okay, I really hope 1-0 has a solution. He has the one timing in this game when his destroyer upgrade is there and is wrecking Happy's frenzy ghouls. That's the key moment that we're waiting for.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, waking up the creeps. There's bloodlust now. Tough to... This camp, like, you can't creep this with 2 fiends, but you can't move past it as well, I guess. This is similar to what Hate, Love, Anger, German Undead, used to do long time ago. Use the Naruk Tower to creep the lab spot, but Happy is right here. Happy knows, man. Happy just knows. And this guy with bloodlust and maybe Inner Fire. He's packing punches. What a weird situation around the laboratory. And Lich is buying so much time. DK is coming for Happy. Tech is unfolding. Lich soon. It's very similar. 1-0 used a lot of time to eat a Nova. True. True. Wow. Happy the Ogre Tamer. They're going on a date. Look at this. He's waking up all the creeps so it gets weird because of Forest Troll end snares. And if there's an end snare, I think it's Lich, Nova, kill. But here is the Nova on the other side. Lich is slowed, has to run away. Thankfully, he has the boots. Still everything weird here. Does Happy dare? Oh, the DK is right there. What a perfectly planned game this is by Happy so far. This is a new level of Lich play, I think. So disruptive. Nah? Oh man, he didn't want to use the Nova. He could have easily gotten that kill if he invests the Nova. Didn't want to. Gets punished for it a little bit. There's some lovely words in the sub messages today. That's cool. Happy red spot. 1-0 has a solid. Oh, he's so close yet so far. There's no vision here. 1-0 is struggling with the creep camp. Happy is getting the red. Hood of Cunning. Nice damage boost. Ooh. Whatever 1-0 was cooking up in the early game didn't really work. And he still suffers from it. Dark Ranger time, maybe? Lich damage is good for 1-0. Levels are somehow evening out. Oh, Happy is of the opinion that items are just that much more important. 1-0 can still go. Mercenary camp, laboratory. Or are they both eyeing up the red spot? Oh, 1-0 is gonna be too late. Is he? Yeah. A little bit. The coil was flying, but the Nova's faster. Happy kills the ogre. And that is Ancient Django of Endurance. More movement speed, more attack speed. And access to the tavern for the Dark Ranger. But 1-0 doesn't need any access to the tavern because he is going for a Crypt Lord. Impale, very, very, very strong. It was benched forever. Up until 1-0 brought it back, and then Happy thought, hey, that's actually pretty good against your fiends, buddy. Let me do that. Oh, we pulled the creeps again. That's funny. But yeah, there's no experience here in this quadrant on the map. At all.
A town is under siege.
Oh my god, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet for Happy. What is up with the creeps, boys? It's like kind of base defense turned into helping with the siege. Crypt Lord is in. The army is small. We'll see about that. 1-0 is supply blocked as well. Impale is sick. Focus is good. But is it still good though? No. 1-0 just gotta run. There's no damage on these ghouls. They're tearing these fiends apart. Supply is still somewhat neck and neck, but one player can rebuild this army. The other player cannot. Amazing chase by this one little ghoul. What a trait that's going to be. Nova does a good job. Supply is still 50-50, but now the Crypt Lord. The tank is gone and a lot of hero damage is gone as well. You can try to get the Dark Ranger here, but I don't think you have the necessary damage to do so. 1-0 building the Crypt Lord back. Needs the coil, doesn't have the mana. Sword Destroyer is falling as well. Happy farms 1-0 in his own base. A certain dominance. Come on, expand behind it. What a timing that was. Everything gone. Everything destroyed. Happy's dominance in Undead Mirror continues, man. This was closer the month ago, more or less. But this was also... I don't want to say botched. It was an experiment in the early game to go for the null here on Last Refuge. And that didn't work. Hoping for 1-0 go Ted Fiends. Always. So this time, no evasion creeping. No FFA style creeping. With a greedy camp. If he can steal this mammoth. But he's not in time. It's not a priority. Interesting that Happy sends the skeleton into an economy harass. Happy so far in Yumiko Arena. Happy was so aggressive. Rushing into 1-0's bases during the tech. This is not the case anymore at all. Not in game 1, not in game 2. Might be saved for later, but as so often, he's taking the acolytes of the gold grid. We even have a backup acolyte in the base for exactly these moments.
A player's forces are
Oh,
under
he
attack.
wanted to move the acolyte in, right? So now he's... This happens to 1-0 quite a bit. There we go. So he has to reposition that acolyte. DK trying to steal something now. XP is very even. Don't get surrounded here, 1-0. You don't have a staff. I think this is a good game by 1-0 so far. He surely got the preparations done for the Lich run bys. We have a Nerup tower as well. This was severely lacking in their last encounter. Throws him back a little bit and shifts his timing back too. As I mentioned in every cast between the two, it's all about the destroyer timing for 1-0 against the frenzy timing of Happy. And if you build an Nerup tower, did I say arcane? A Nerup tower, you're obviously losing resources that you want to put into attack. Uh-oh. Okay, good decision making though to move back here. You can't really lose a Fiend. I like the defensive DK positioning. Stop command. Even deny on the skeletons. Yeah, we take things seriously in the greatest undead mirror of them all.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy's about to reach level 3. Off we go. Lich second, of course. That's what you need. DK on the other side. Not much variance in there.
A player's forces are under attack.
And 1-0 is ahead in Slaughterhouse in tier 3 tech. He prevented a Lich level 3. I think this is in every single regard and every single metric a better map for 1-0. Map 1 was weird and it was very much dominant. Death Knight seems very weak in mirror matches. No nuke seems bad. In comparison, when it's only about damage, you're probably right. But it enables a Fiend play, which has better longevity than ghouls. Because destroyers hard counter ghouls. Happy is very focused on ghouls early. And he will lose every single ghoul in the early late game. And to play Fiends, they're very slow, especially in comparison. So DK is offering Unholy Aura. And having a stronger heal can even out the damage of that Lich. So both playstyles have their pros, have their cons. Lich definitely has early game presence, burst damage, nuke, as you say. But 1-0 strat has a better longevity. Fiends are a good counter to destroyers as well. I hope that makes sense. Is Happy losing a ghoul to creeps? Oh my god, washed! And they call this guy the greatest of all time? Yeah, absolutely, and deservedly so. But signs of weaknesses. And whenever you're a little bit behind, we got an Invis Lich. Jonathan, thank you for the sub.
Forces are under attack.
It's not that effective because the tech is done already. It's still an Acolyte though. It's still mining. Definitely pays off. Oh! He got it blocked in! Nice counter. So, well, not so quick. Not really. But nice response.
Players' forces are
Ha
under attack.
ha ha! Is Happy's idea to force ghouls off of lumber to prevent the destroyer. That's a cool idea, but I don't think it works. Destroyers aren't finished yet. I don't think you can engage. Items by Happy are good, but same goes for 1-0. Went of mana stealing can be super nice. Dark Ranger ready. Third hero for 1-0, not ready. It's Criplord again. He has this Naga play in his arsenal as well, but I feel like without any presence at the tavern right now is really hard. Dude, isn't it fantastic how 1-0 is able to step up his game from game 1 to game 2? Mr. Click2 dude, I appreciate you. You're here a lot and you got some good points. But why sour the atmosphere with messages like that? It's kind of unnecessary, isn't it? Let's just enjoy the games without dooming. It helps nobody. We got it. Oh, Katka's pipe! Hits from the bong, ladies and gentlemen. And the Lich is not level 3. Oh, one more creep would be level 3. And he's not giving that to him. Maybe with the ghouls. Impale, lovely. But he needs that level 2 Nova. Here we go. It is too little. It is too late. It feels like the focus fire is not good enough. The Nova is super good. But that's only ghouls. And then we got a Fiend War. 1-0 has to reach the state of the game where it's just Fiend Wars. There he's better, but his Fiends are getting torn apart while Happy got it ready. The coil was perfect and nice. The Fiend as well. The Madman is getting better and better and better every week. And he's not slowing down at all. This destroyer kill would be huge for 1-0. We need a little miracle, it feels like. Lich in jeopardy. Destroyer down. Okay, there is a chance. There might be a chance for 1-0. In Fiend Mirror, he's better than Happy. Nice coil. The man is turning this around and he's got so many kills since I started praising Happy. Neo the Jinxer. Striking it again. The Dark Ranger falls as well. Being caught here. Holy shit, what just happened? The ghouls disappeared and so did Happy. Crazy. The Fiend control by 1-0 is just not normal. What the hell? Chat also like, what the hell? There is still chances though. This was such a tricky fight for 1-0. Being so late with the level 3 Lich in comparison. Like not late in general, but in comparison. Wonderful start for Happy, putting so much pressure on the Fiends. 2 were about to die. 1 did fall eventually. And now we got a 15 food lead. Impale of Destiny! The position was crazy. Does it do too much? It is always damage mitigation. The statues by 1-0 are working non-stop, non-stop, non-stop. Wow. Tanky Cryptlord. I think notable that 1-0 has 2 evasion pendants and keeps both. And he sells one. Still, we got the 2 auras here. Happy is fighting back, but 1-0 has established a win condition in their second last match they played. And that was late game expansions. Happy back then was going into Banshees. and tried to push. That didn't work. No, different approach. A-bombs. Mana bodies, basically, that you can save for a better, for a worse time. We got 1 invo potion each. This is the undead mirror that we so love. With the level of play between them, with very, very different strength and weaknesses on them. Running away from Impale is so hard. Burst damage, crazy. Dark Ranger almost falls again. Body block, 120, so sick during all this messy fight. Beautiful Warcraft by 120. This is not normal. The mana on the Crypt Lord, man. He holds these Impales back for super important moment. Got the Dark Ranger back, but it's again one Fiend after the next. And at one point, it's just Fiend dominance. The Spider King 120. Happy is trying to micro his heart out. And he's trying to save these Fiends and get them out of focus fire, but it's just impossible. 120 is everywhere. Lynch never made it to 5. 2 kills consecutively here. Crypt Lord level 3 and the Impales were very important again. Coil across the stream. Fiend might live, lives. And another Impale. Unreal. 3rd Dark Ranger kill. He got the Coil to save that Fiend. Amazing Warcraft. Both players are so freaking good. But this is 120's game to take. You got that expo up, just need to saturate it, and there it is. Even confident enough to approach the red spot. No more Dark Ranger. Happy is very, very, very rich. Oh, okay. I was about to say. It's an interesting choice to not go for the other Lich. Impale! That's gotta be it. Expo up. Heroes up. GG. Insane game by 120. I gave it up. I gave it up at the beginning of the fight at the top. Ridiculous. I mean, this one ghoul doesn't really matter, but 120 overall cleaner. It had a lot to do also by not going for such a greedy creep route, but for the regular one, he was also able to keep Happy away from level 3, which is not that easy, as a Lich like always gets level 3 somehow, especially in the hands of Happy. So the cheekiness. The very experimental Last Refuge creep route seemed to be a one-off experience. Rightfully so. Ooh, Happy threatening a fast expansion. Okay, Ziggurat destroyed. 120 has some amazing builds against this. We've seen them fight exactly this way before on this very map. 120 has a Dark Ranger push. He is calling the ghouls. Oh, it feels like he kind of read that early. He's not going straight for Fiends. He keeps up the pressure with ghouls himself. Get the Lich semi-surrounded. Happy has to open up that surround by moving a ghoul to the side. That's a second Ziggurat cancel, and that's a lot of stability gone. Lich is actually surrounded, and the Ritual Dagger. There's one charge left. 120 at some point has to move back to keep his DK safe. But yeah, we are once again going full throttle. Amazing. Amazing read, I feel like.
Just watched the Leon games from yesterday. What a comeback and great cast from you. Looking forward to tomorrow. Much love to you all.
Big Bauch. What an amazing nickname. But dude, thank you. Thank you. I can tell you, I had a blast as well, man. It was so cool. So, DK is hurt now. Happy has no lumber for that expansion. Has to send the ghouls to the side. And 120 is Tekken. He got a steady lumber income. That's fine. He has to build up his Fiend army now. There will be a Dark Ranger most likely. Question is, what can Happy do to buy time? He will be very late in tech. He can pressure that DK though. Interesting that he's not using Nova here, it feels like. He got Dark Ritual. He got Skeletons. He's using now Dark Ritual without spamming Lich Nova. This feels like a mistake.
A player's forces are under attack.
But pressure is real. You could threaten that Lich a little bit. Poke, poke, poke. Oh, ghouls were creeping at the same time. Because level 3 is so important. I wonder if this positioning by 120 is that good. He doesn't have Unholy Aura. The Fiends are slow. Focus Fire is good. So it might just be... Oh, this is amazing by Happy. He's pushing forward into the middle because he knows that there will be a Dark Ranger push coming. And that way he prevents it. He's 2 full levels ahead. Which is not the end of the world. Wait a minute. It is not the signature tier 2 play. That's a different play. That's tier 3 destroyer push, I guess. I wonder if that's an impromptu change. Because 120 can't go to the tavern that easy. Oh, Telestaff, you know what that means. Lich into base time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, that's gnarly. There's no Nerub Tower. Oh, good luck. Oh, good luck, 120 defending this. Your hero is under pressure. You got a TP home. The ghouls are on your economy. Might die here. But yeah, it was surely a forced TP. And that's game. Oh my god, the destruction, boys. You do remember when Black Citadel did 100 damage per hit? Can you explain why it got nerfed? Because it got Frost Attack in exchange. That was though 2002? So I don't know how this is relevant now.
Players' forces are under attack.
Relevant is, what can 120 do? Creeping again, that seems similar. Happy has no skull, so it's just part of the creep route. Again, DK is not supposed to... Oh, Claw +8. So good. So good. Did he? No, Happy got the last hit. Invested a coil here. He was really confident, eh? It is already a better game for 120 as he got aura and he got levels and there's no threat of an expo. So it should be a similar game to Springtime. If the Fiend gets ensnared there, mamma mia. Happy's marching across. Is there a staff? No, circlet. Happy full mana. That is atypical. Distracting quite a bit, huh? So at the moment, ghouls are the superior unit on the field. And I gotta say, Happy doesn't do much with it.
Players' forces are under attack.
Was a bit worried about the rally point. He is so conservative with his mana today. Early Dust, good catch against Sentries and Burrow. Yeah, the Lich is not an ice-cold killing machine today. Good vision during nighttime.
A player's force
without the sentry wards. But Happy is okay. If you're there and your army is not together, this is an amazing creep camp that I can steal from you with. Was kind of given that this is a big mana potion, but it's not. And 1-0 didn't get... Oh, Happy! Fiend shots could kill too. I think this ghoul stopped moving for a bit. Deny. There, he got the kill, and he's forcing 1-0 into a TP by waking up the creeps. Nice bait with the ghouls. Really nice. I wonder how much of that was planned and how much is impromptu. You know, sometimes I feel like we're not giving Happy too much, enough credit for how brilliant he is. And sometimes I feel like we give him too much credit because things were just a coincidence. You never know with this guy. You never know. We, you, my dude. That is pluralis majestätis. Uh-oh. This might be DK's deadest. But okay, we got a counter lich now. Also, you know, it's a bit of streamer 101. Saying we, so you feel included. Instead of the distance when I say I. DK is creeping. Happy. Seems like he doesn't want this amazing level 4. He's also constantly threatening a base attack with the Lich position. But he's not getting too much here. We'll catch the cold, maybe? Yeah, Lich didn't do that much, except buy time. It's a lot about time. But tier 3 is coming. Is it Crypt Lord again? 1-0. List of priorities is pretty clear. Or should be. Destroyer, Orb. No Destroyer yet. Second statue. Okay. This level 2 DK. This is amazing. Lich has some catching up to do. Happy is creeping nicely. Solo with the DK got him a lot of XP. Sobi Mask! Woo, that's nice. Nobody really can complain about items here on Northern Isles. We only have one shop, and this is a very hero-focus-centric matchup. So getting that Invo Potion was essential. As Happy has already the big healing and the big Invo from the 2 consumable camps. Destroyer upgrade not here. Ghouls are. But Frenzy is also not ready. Oh, he prevents Lich level 2 with that last hit, right? Wow, the precision. Again, does he know? Can he know exactly that this Lich is level 1.9? Does he know how important that last hit is? Dark Ranger this time by 1-0. First time actually that we don't get a Crypt Lord. Silence! Uh-oh. Silence by Happy, and that is a mega important entry kill. Reduces the number of fiends. The body block by Happy. Beautiful. He surely has stepped up his game due to all the battles against Medusa. The gamer. Nova for the guaranteed kill. Nova on the other side to diminish the ghoul numbers. It is good damage versus fiends always. Both start to go for silence. That is a little bit of a change for 1-2-0, who love to play Black Arrow while getting rid of the ghouls. But oh, that coil last second. Jeez. And now the Lich is under pressure. Both Liches. Invo Potion. Coil. Saving both here, but it's only 7 seconds. We need a coil ASAP. There it is. Another Invo Potion. This time it's the big one. Uptime here is nuts. 1-0 is getting faster reinforcements. Lich in trouble. Got the coil again. The mana management is beautiful. Invo Potion should be over in a second, and Happy doesn't have a TP. If 1-0 can hold here, He's in a very good spot. Caught up in levels almost. Happy was never able to get DK level 3. Oh, what a brilliant fight by the two. Using all their tools with maximum efficiency. Statue depleted by 120 as so often. And the dust settles and it's so even. First hero levels, samey. Happy still has a big XP lead though. Happy didn't get much done, we have to say. Apart from one fiend kill, I think. But usually he has a bigger supply deficit. He's so lucky that this troll is not a pixel further to the bottom. One of the wind.
I can't believe I am late for this match. Must go back to really.
I love you too, buddy. Thank you. What's the mana management? Happy at the presence of mind to go for the shop again. Lich in trouble by 120. Wand of the Wind. Does it help him? Zombie mask, not enough. He barely had the mana. Now the Lich is dead. Oh, you gotta fight out of here. Lich back from the tavern. No coil no more. There's pure right click. There is again an invo potion because he went to that shop. And that might be a game-winning invo potion if 120 falls apart here now. Fiend shot. So close, actually. What's happening with the rest of the army, though? Fiend gets chased. This Dark Ranger is all by herself. Good luck running away against this DK. And how do you reunite this army? Lich can eat a Fiend, ideally, and go for a Nova. More distraction. Happy has the better Fiend fight. And that is almost the end. Happy is inches away from winning that series. Has a supply lead, has a level lead. And 120, what are you doing now, man? This is desperate. This is desperate. He's getting creep jacked. It's gotta be it. There's no way he survives this. Without consumables? Without mana? With this Lich so hurt? I don't know, dude. Oh, actually. Saves him now, but he can't fight without the Lich. Happy's Fiend numbers are bigger almost. It's not an upgrade advantage. We still got the heal scroll. Somehow 120 is alive. Somehow 120 is alive, but barely. The levels are crucial. No level 2 Nova makes it so hard to fight. No Black Arrow makes it so hard to fight. We need moments of brilliance here and maybe a mistake by Happy. And if you, for your win, have to rely on a Happy mistake, that's not a good time. He barely does any. Always a threat. Can he save this into a destroyer? No, he doesn't want to break upkeep. Better rebuild, I think. 13 minutes in, what's the way out? Maybe some time to breathe for 120. He did survive crucial moments in this game that were supposed to be his death. How is it even supply? Happy bought items that 120 didn't. And Happy got a bigger bank. Now we go into Banshees again. He built a temple. And he got the level lead. Helm of Valor, meh. Nobody's ready to go to 70. Dark Ranger 3. 4-3-3 against 3. That was an important Lich level. not too much to do on the map anymore. This might favor 120 a little bit, that he got 332. I mean, Black Arrow is still amazing. Level 2 Dark Ritual is phenomenal. But Happy went into the Banshees again, and the Banshees, as I love them. Sometimes I dream about them. But they haven't been super effective recently in these encounters. Fight again. Into a choke? Don't want that. No, 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 no. You might be farther ahead. You might have shop control, but you don't want to push into this. 2 attack upgrades for both. Happy's catching up on the armor upgrade.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expo. That is somewhat new. Usually it's 1-0 with the late expansion. And that puts even more pressure onto him. Banshees are amazing for Curse. 33% damage mitigation on the target. Anti-magic shield. Oh, juicy. Anti-magic shield against Nova. Awesome. Oh, entry kill. Right there, the yoinks the destroyer with full mana. Oh my god. There shouldn't be a way for 1-0 to win this. There absolutely should not. It's a 15 food lead. Are you kidding me? Potion needs to be used. The only way is a Lich kill, and I think 1-0 knows, but the Banshees are coming in. Lich kill. I didn't mean this Lich kill. I meant the other Lich kill. He might have misinterpreted. Happy wins game number 3. Or 4, that is. And his game number 3. And that means he also wins the series. Why does it say B Cup and Fruit Cup? Because we're today casting B Cup and Fruit Cup. And I'm too lazy to switch it for every game. We might get another expansion by Happy.
A player's forces are under attack.
And 1-0 knows he's going for that aggression once again. Oh, with the sidestep though. So it is a similar build by Happy than he did on Tide Hunters with that Expo. 1-0 positioning himself in an aggressive manner. Might wait for the first Fiend to really push. Doesn't have backpack, is teching. Oh, Ring of Regen on the Lich is so good. I like Happy's setup for now. Just, you know, the min-maxing. Send the Lich already to the north to continue creeping. The Acolyte will deal with it because he has nothing to do anyway. Just, yeah, that's efficiency. Creep check now, though. With ghouls a bit hurt. Nice deny. I don't... Okay, now it's a different game for 1-0 than Tidehunters was, where he had the same obstacle. Because he is level 2, and he gets the extra HP regen. That's usually missing. But he also wasn't super aggressive and couldn't do anything against the Ziggurat. Oh, the Fiend was lurking for some hurt ghouls, I think. To maybe snipe it. Didn't work. Good idea. We don't have a Narrow Tower. Again, this might be dangerous. But this is the classic 1-0 anti-Expo approach. We got the Fiends ready and healthy. We got the Dark Ranger in with Black Arrow. Turn the ghouls into your skeletons is the play. But Happy should know about this. He slapped in a similar approach down on Tide Hunters earlier. Uh-oh. Ooh, good presence of mind by 1-0 dodging that. Dark Ranger is a little bit of a tempo play in this regard. So far, I don't see too much tempo. Fiend backs away from the ghoul, unfortunately. This is a bit hectic now, as you have to operate on multiple screens. And he gets the kill eventually. The first Dark Ranger kill. Took a long time, and that's Happy's time for this expo. Fully saturated, tech running, immediately graveyard boom, altar boom. On the other side, 1-0 stays at tier 2. The regular follow-up is meat wagons. And maybe a super late tech. This is a coil necessary. Can he reach? Ooh. I like how 1-0 is not threatening this Lich at all up until this point when there's no other source of damage or target for damage available. Because that Ring of Regen will do so much. Another ghoul killed. We can't... He's so desperate for the statue to arrive. This is where the Ring of Regen shines now. Can just step back. But I love that he keeps the Fiend here, the healthy one.
The player's forces are under attack.
And so they fought over this Null Overseer forever. And 1-0 gets it finally. Okay. 10 food up still. Tech is about to even out. We get double Fiend production by Happy immediately. And we continue creeping. Waiting for the first wagon. Need some time to regen for the statue. There's a busy statue. Triendor, thank you.
Exclamation mark money.
A player's forces are under attack.
And level 3. Also here, neck and neck. Is this do or die? Or can he keep Happy busy so he can afford attack as well? The battleground will be very open. Unlike on Tide Hunters where you can always retreat into your choke. Does Happy have a slaughterhouse yet? Ooh, really late. What the heck? Good call, Sean. That's surprising, isn't it? It's taking for quite some time. Okay, we got the wagon against the Narrow. If you take away that control, it will be very helpful. The Spirit Tower itself, I think, doesn't do too much. 1-0 also brought a repairing Acolyte. That's nice. Feels like the Dark Ranger hasn't particularly changed the flow of the game. I mean, it forced Happy out of ghouls into fiends. And that's usually where 1-0 is most comfortable, right? He got still a fiend advantage. But then, oh, Happy prioritized the Acolyte, sets up the skeletons, kills the wagon. Whoa, that takes a lot of pressure off of him.
The player's forces are under attack.
That was a cool play. Also, can't really get the fiends just yet. Dark Ranger takes these Acolytes as breakfast. We need another wagon here, as the towers are still standing. And as long as the towers are standing, you can't really do economy damage. But Happy, because of that late slaughterhouse that was called out by chat, is a bit hurt here on everything.
A player's forces are under attack.
Fiends are pushing. Dark Ranger, DK responsible for the damage. They can tank a lot of Fiend shots. They can Fiend a lot of tank shots. This statue, though, is heaven sent. Or devil sent? What is it for undeads? I was about to praise 120 for his 2-screen control. Fiend about to die. Statue going down. I feel like he's losing a bit of that control. It's a very hectic game for both of them. Getting reinforcements here also ain't too easy. It's just like Happy is waiting for that wagon to arrive. Just sniping it. So many shots. And now he's in range of towers, but he's also in range of Fiends. And Lynch! Ouch! 120 got to punish Happy hard now. But I don't feel it. Is it? Aww. The expansion is paying off more and more and more and more and more. 120 was able to go to tier 3 though. But we got Burrow. And we don't have Reveal. And we might not have a DK after this anymore. Lich on the other side also eating some Fiend shots. Coils are always good, but the Burrow, man. The Burrow poses a huge threat. Dark Ranger marching forward, but uses the Nova's crowd control. The DK surrounds himself to a degree. Needs the healing. Here's the Dark Ranger. Hello, old friend. And that's a TP gone, and that's Happy's Expo up, and there's no counter expansion. Happy holds. Very cool game by Happy. Nice approach by 120, I think. That oftentimes works. But Happy is learning, man. Happy is learning. And I feel like I could be wrong, obviously. But coming up with a new push like this is a million times hard. Not a million times. It's a lot harder than coming up with a defense to this push. So 120 constantly has to innovate. He's the challenger. He has to innovate, right? Happy has to respond. And so the 120 innovations might work 3 to 4 times, but then there's a lot of Happy fine-tuning, and that's then a stable answer. I've seen 120 do crazy things with his Fiends, but he's already down in supply. He's up against the creep spot as well. It did look a lot better than in the Yumiko arena, where it was just a wash. But Happy wins game 4 as well. Takes it 4-1. Great series though. Very, very, very cool series, especially for the undead fanatics among you.